guys, thanks for tuning in. Quick little video. I want to talk about something that for me personally is kind of a must-have for a home defense situation, or maybe any situation where you quickly have to grab just the bare necessities to get you through any sort of possible defensive encounter. And you have a little bit of time to prepare and to put something aside that might help you better survive or better make it through any sort of defensive situation. And of course, what I'm talking about here is the battle belt. Okay, and that's what we have here on the table. Now, I'm not going to get into specifics of what this battle belt is or why this should be how you set it up. Everybody's different. Maybe your defensive situation requires a shotgun, or maybe it's a shotgun and a pistol, or maybe like mine, it's a rifle and a pistol. That's all relative to whatever it works best for you. But just the idea of a battle belt, which essentially is just a good heavy-duty belt with this outside piece that has a lot of molly gear on it that you can attach however you want, whatever setup works best for you, and it puts a very portable, much smaller package available to you than something like, let's say, a vest. Now, yes, there are a lot of advantages to having a vest. You can fit a lot more gear on there. You can have plate carriers in it. There's a lot of advantages to having a vest. But in specifically, we're talking about like a home defense situation, there are advantages to having something that's much smaller and much easier to get onto your body, onto your person very quickly. Because you're going to be caught off guard. This is small enough, I can tuck this under the edge of my bed. I can even put this in the drawer next to on my nightstand next to my bed. I can hang it up very quickly, like on the back side of my door. There's a lot of advantages to this as opposed to a fully loaded out vest. As far as getting to it quickly and getting it on your person. I mean, it's very easy. You just snap this together. You just throw it around your waist, snap the belt, it snaps right together. There's no hook and loop. There's none of that stuff like a standard belt has. You just throw those two pieces together, it snaps in, you're ready to go. Now, the way I've got mine set up, as I said, was for rifle and pistol. Now, I've got mine with these pouches here, these three-way pouches from Condor. I think they're called kangaroo pouches. And I've got 3 AR mags, 3 Glock mags. I've got the Bravo concealment holster for my Glock 17. I've got a trauma kit here with a few other things in it. The only thing really that's missing from this particular setup is an actual flashlight pouch, which is something I would recommend. I've got my flashlight right here. All I got to do is pull on this and it comes out, and I've got my little flashlight here. But it'd probably be better if it had its own individual pouch. But needless to say, just again, the specifics of it aren't that important. It's about having a really good setup, okay, that's going to work for you. That's very easy to get to. It's very convenient to get on and off your body if you need to. It's going to hold all the gear that you would need in an emergency situation. It's going to be good to go, and it's going to be quick. And that's what we're talking about here. And this idea of a battle belt, I think, is perfect for specifically home defense situations for all those reasons that I mentioned. As far as like setting one up, I mean, people are going to ask, well, how much, does something like that cost? Depending on what type of gear you go with. I mean, if you want to go with really inexpensive, like almost airsoft type stuff, you can get a battle belt for 20 bucks. I put this particular setup together for, I think, about 60 or so, minus the holster. I've got the trauma kit, which I already had. This is just a canteen holder from just a Milcert canteen holder, which I use as a trauma kit. So there are ways to set it up and save money. All the gear you see here pretty much, as far as the battle belt and the pouches, are Condor gear, which I highly recommend. And I've done videos on this type of stuff in the past, and I've talked about the belt and the different gear if you want to get my opinions on what I think about it. But just in general, guys, this is a great setup, something I think is a must-have for home defense situations, certainly for myself, and certainly something that I would recommend to anybody looking to better prepare themselves for those kind of caught off guard emergency situations where they have to get into the action quickly and have what they need on them. This is something I would highly recommend. So anyway, that's it, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and questions and all that good stuff, leave it down below, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks.